we can go ahead and modify the Rocket 1. We'll call it the Rocket 2. Whoops, clicked on the capsule there. And we'll go ahead and take off that heat shield and add a science pod underneath it. And we'll go ahead and put some more of these sweet, sweet hammer boosters. Alright, yeah, we need a liquid fuel stage so we can get up that last couple thousand meters to orbit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the swivel engine. Whoops, keep missing. Alright, and let's check our staging. We've got these solid fuel boosters, and then we need a liquid one. But before we use that liquid one, we need to decouple. Alright, so that looks pretty good. And we can call this the Rocket 2, and we'll call it not a Kerbal killer. Question mark? Save. Alright. Looking pretty good for a second launch. I'm going to go ahead and add some winglets because otherwise we're going to have some stabilization problems. And maybe I'll put a couple on top here. Careful so that we don't... Yeah, that looks about good. I think that looks like a good second rocket. Let's see, it costs us 9,000. We can afford to put another 1.7 tons on, so I'm going to go ahead and add a thermometer for some extra science. Or hold on. I could even go in and put in one of the new service bays. Yes! And that does not put us over our mass limit. It's a bit expensive, but I think it's worth it, because we can go ahead and add some scientific tech in here. Huh, our thermometer doesn't appear to want to... Well, that's interesting. Ah, well, we'll just slap it on the side. I'm sure it's heat resistant being a thermometer and all. We're not going anywhere special, so I'll just leave that battery out. But you know what? I think I'll stick in some mystery goo canisters. Just 2 or so. Yeah, that looks about right. And because we now have this top-heavy capsule, I'm going to go ahead and slap on some fins on the upper portion here as well, just for stabilization. In fact, I'll go ahead and remove those entirely. There we go. Alright, and we don't have any... Alright, well that's fine. So Jebediah and Valentina both have 1 experience now because of our brief little science excursion on the launch pad. So if either one of them goes suborbital, or I guess orbital, they'll get enough science to advance to a level 2. Sorry, level 1. Alright, looks like a good rocket. I'm gonna go ahead and launch it. With Jebediah at the control. Alright, so for this beautiful flight, we're gonna go ahead and check our new flight profile and avoid dying, if at all possible. It's heating up in here. Alright, and we can go ahead and boost our apoapsis up to maybe 70,000 plus. Alright, there we go. Now we know for certain that we have a nice... Whoop. Okay. I was going to say a nice, stable flight, but apparently we like flipping around, so let's go ahead and fire off that engine. Get us as far from the KSC as possible. Maybe get some distance records while we're at it. And once in space, I'm going to go ahead and... Wow. Forget being in space. Let's fire it off now and waste that last bit of fuel. And destage. Time for some sweet, sweet science. Looking good, looking good. Alright. Now in preparation for the flight back down, I'm going to pitch over this way to avoid... Well, I guess it's technically yawing over this way to avoid being incinerated by the atmosphere. Let's keep an eye on our later. We probably won't encounter any problems, but I do like to be I do like to be cautious. So let's not explode this time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's open our parachute. It's probably gonna burn off, but oh, well, we got lucky and slowed down pretty fast. I think parachutes really do need a nerf, don't they? In future, as soon as I've got the funds and space in my VAB to do this, I'm going to go ahead and start placing small fins on the top so that it doesn't flip over on its way back down. Speed record shattered. Altitude record shattered. We've escaped the atmosphere. Not bad. Alright, we're gonna open our parachute full. Alright, that wasn't bad. And we can go ahead and take ourselves gently down the last couple hundred meters. Oh my! We just lost our science bay because we touched down too hard. That was rather unpleasant. I will need to avoid that in future. Alright. Let's recover this. Alright, so we now have some really good contracts here. But, you know what? I will leave this off till next episode. I just want to say... I don't know what I want to say. I'm trying to think of a good outro. Don't kill Jeb while I'm gone, Kerbonauts.